If you're struggling in business, it's not because of your team. It's not because of your operations, and it's not because of service delivery. It is because of sales, period, bar none, end of result. And if you don't have sales, you won't have business. And if you will stick with me to the end, I'm going to tell you how to fix that. I learned this the hard way, and I'm going to teach you here in this video how to solve it, because I learned myself how to solve this problem. And I want to teach you one of the most important lessons that I ever learned in my own businesses, and I continue to learn every single day. And it's this statement: sales solves all sins. I want you to remember that. Sales solves all sins. You do not have an operations problem. You do not have a servicing problem. You do not have a technical problem. You do not have an investment problem. You do not have a debt problem. You have a sales problem. And if you can fix your sales problem, it makes all of your other problems much more manageable. And I'm going to teach you the 3 things you need to have to make your sales problem get better. So stick with me through this and you'll learn it really easily. So let's jump in. Number 1, with your sales problem, you need to have defined really well your undeniable authority. What is your undeniable authority? Now, a lot of times you're going to hear people talk about your ideal customer or your customer avatar. Who should you be selling to? And that can sometimes be a little bit difficult to understand or hard to figure out, because in today's global age, it can be really hard to define your avatar. And I actually do it in reverse. Rather than your avatar, I want you to define what is your undeniable authority, meaning what makes you exceptional, what makes your product or your service world-class, best of its own, so that people are attracted to you, rather than who's the type of person you're trying to find, what makes them attracted to you. This makes it really easy for you to sell. I'm all about easy, baby. I'm all about making sales as easy as possible. And if you can define what makes your product or service world-class, one of a kind, then I promise the sales is very easy. So do the work to make sure you know what makes your product or service world-class. Undeniable authority. Think about those 2 terms, undeniable and authority. Literally, why would it be best in the world? And if you can't define that, you need to go back to the drawing board. Your product or service needs to be best in class. Otherwise, why does it exist? Why is it even there? If it's just one of 1,000 other products out there, do the work. Make it best in class. That's number 1. Number 2, CRM. You want to have a CRM that makes it really easy to track the results that you're doing. Stop putting everything in your brain or stop putting everything on a legal pad. I want you to track all of your efforts. I want you to track everything that you're doing with your salespeople or your sales efforts, whether it's outreach, texting, phone calls, emails, all of it, because that which you measure, you can improve. It's that simple. Stop just assuming you can remember it all or get your hands around it all. If you are just measuring it and you're just tracking it in your CRM, I guarantee you will improve it. Guarantee you. And so just by putting it in a CRM, and if in the notes below this video, you're going to have access to our CRM, I'll give you some free access to our CRM so you can actually use it. Do that and it'll get you farther ahead, because that which you measure, you will improve. And by measuring your sales efforts, it's amazing how much better you'll get. There have been studies that have shown the number 1 way to improve weight loss is simply getting on the scale every day. Just measure yourself every day, and through that effort, you will start to lose weight just because you don't like looking at the number. Do the same thing with your sales. As a business owner, I want you to measure your sales results every single day. Just measure them. And just by sheer measurement, you're going to pay attention to it and improve it. It's almost like the power of manifestation. That's number 2, is get a CRM and measure the result every single day. Now let's jump into number 3. Number 3, everything begins and ends with contact rate. What is contact rate? You cannot sell your product or service if you're not getting a hold of your customers. And this is something that we oftentimes forget, that we think that the customers, we're selling digitally, or they'll find us, or they'll walk into our office. Remember, everything begins and ends with contact rate. So you need to throw everything in the kitchen sink at getting a hold of our customers in some way. If it's an outreach, throw everything you can to get in front of them. If that's ringless voicemail, use that technology. If that's texting, use that technology. If that's phone calls, use that technology. If that's door-to-door, use that technology or that effort. If that's going to trade shows, use that. If it's all of the above, use that. Stop thinking it is one type of effort. Everything begins and ends at contact rate, meaning getting in front of them. So many of you business owners only try one avenue to get in front of your customers, like an email. Why would you do that? Everything begins and ends with contact rate. So get in front of them with every avenue that you can. Sales solves all sins. So why wouldn't you put every single piece of effort that you can to get in front of them? Every single one, from voicemails to door-to-door, to postcards, to text messages, you name it. Make sure you get in front of them as much as you possibly can and watch your sales come flowing in. I know there's this feeling of, well, I don't want to be that company. I don't want to be that person that's pushy or salesy or skeezy. And I'll tell you, who's the dope? The person that is trying to protect their reputation, or the person without sales? There is a good way to do it. There is a nice way to do it. There is a decent way to do it and still be in front of your customers. Do it in your brand, in your messaging, and in your style without holding back. Be in front of them. Okay, that's it. Those are the three things. And now let's give a really quick recap of them. Do you remember what they are? The first one is undeniable authority. We do it in reverse. Get your undeniable authority. Second, measure every day. Get your CRM. So you want to measure it, and I'll give you access to your own CRM below. And then number three, everything begins and ends with contact rate. If this was helpful to you, please leave some comments below. Share this with a small business owner that you know maybe needs some help with their sales efforts. Sales solves all sins. If you are trying to grow your business, focus on your sales every single day, and I promise it will help. Like and share this video, subscribe to this channel, and grow your business. I promise it will help. Thank you so much, and let's stay at it.